Bismillah and Assalamualaikum. So in this video, I will explain to you on how to solve discrete probability distribution if you are given already the table. Okay, so the table below shows the probability distribution of the number of sick employees per week. And they give you the number of sick employees per week is 0, 1, 2, 3, and the corresponding probability. And the question asks you to find the probability that the number of sick employees at a given week from A to K. So, first and foremost, what you have to do is identify or write down your random variable. Now you can name your random variable any unknown. As I would do, I would name it as X. So, the random variable here is the number of sick employees per week. So, write it down. Number of sick employees per week. So question A asks you about the probability that the number of sick employees at a given week is 1, 2, 3. So from this question, change into notation, which is you can have probability is P. Now, number of sick employees, because 1, 2, 3 is interval, so X would be in the middle. So, in between, is it only in between? Because it's 1, 2, 3 means from. From means 1 is included and you are going to have equivalent sign. And 3 also included, you're going to have equivalent sign. So, close bracket. So, find the sum of from 1 to 3, where you're going to have started with Px equivalent to 1, plus by Px equivalent to 2, plus by Px equivalent to 3. Now, you can always write your probability of X equivalent to 1 in this form. P1 plus by P2 plus by P3. Okay. Now, from the table, you already know the probability, corresponding probability. So, when probability X equivalent to 1 is going to be 0.25. So, 0.25 plus by probability X equivalent to 2 is 0.3 plus by probability of X equivalent to 3 is 0.35. Sum up or calculate, you're going to get your answer is 0.9, if I'm not wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Now, part B. Now, part B, what's the difference between part A and part B? Now, part A is actually from 1 to 3, where 1 is included and 3 is included. But for part B, between 1 and 3 means that your 1 and 3 is not included. So you can write the notation P X in between 1, 2, 3 with no equivalent sign. So if Px equivalent 1 is not included, it should be started with Px equivalent to 2. Do you have any sum of any number? Because 3 is not included, so we just stop at 2, where you're going to have straight away your answer from the table 0.3. Okay. Now, part C. Part C is more than 2. More than 2 clearly mention more, which is means greater than. So, X more than 2. More than 2, there will be no equivalent sign. So, equivalent to Px equivalent to 3. Equivalent to 0.35. Straight away you get the answer. Now part D. Part D, not more than 2. Not more than 2 will be less than. So less than 2. Question, does 2 included? It is included because you can have 2, not more than 2. You can have 2. Equivalent to 2. So you're going to have a sum up from 0, 1 until 2. So equivalent to, from the table, you know, 0 probability when x equivalent to 0 is 0.1 plus by 0.25 plus by 0.3, which gonna give your answer as 0.65. Okay. Now part E, I'm gonna take pink. So part E, probability exactly is just equivalent sign, equivalent to 2. Now this one, just straight away take from the table, you're gonna get 0.3. Now for the rest of it, I want you to try to answer by yourself, but I will discuss with you what is the notation or the symbol for the question. So at least probability of x greater and equivalent. Any at least is greater and equivalent to 2. At most, you're going to have x less and equivalent to 2. Okay. But h, straight away they give already less than or equal. So just write through x less than or equal to 1. Okay. At least, again, x greater and equivalent to 1. Fewer will have only the sign of less than, no equivalent sign. 2. Exceeding is the same as more. So more, no equivalent sign, exceeding 2. Okay, try to answer all the question and you can look up the answer in the textbook or you can ask me. Okay.